Alrighty, good morning, everybody. This demonstration is for my distance learners. We will be using colored pencils today. So I wanted to show you how you might use colored pencils for this project. Before we begin, we need to make sure that you have a few things before you may begin adding colors. Number one is you need to have your facial features drawn on your paper. These facial features are showing emotion. So making sure that you have in here all of the eyes that you would like to have in your artwork. Check minimum 3 facial features. You can do way more if you want to. Mine is very abstract. Your artwork might be a little bit more literal, like facial features in the correct spots if you want it to happen. Number 2 is you need to have emotion lines. Thinking back to our planning day, we planned out our emotions, our lines, and our colors. My emotions are emotions like a little bit of chaotic thinking, maybe a little bit anxiety, and we know that those lines are very scribbly and random. I also have a few lines that are going to be kind of smoother and more wavy to show a little bit of content and calm. So making sure that these lines are represented in your sketch. Check. And then lastly, our emotion colors. Thinking back to our planning day, I had you write down some colors that represent your emotions. These are going to be my color emotions that I'm using today. I'm also going to throw in a little, I think I'm going to throw in a little yellow and gold in there as well for my emotions. Check. And once you have your colors out, your facial features are good to go, your lines are good to go, I want to show you a few things about colored pencils that you could utilize for this project. I'm going to bring in this finished example very quickly. I want you to notice that the lines for this colored pencil drawing, it's called curvilinear, where it is curving around the object. It is curving with the direction. It's not a random scribble back and forth, but each line is very much placed in a specific spot and it curves with the artwork. So how might that look for this example though? I will start, by the way, I'm going to start with one of my lighter blues for my base color for my face. And then I'm going to use these scribbles that on top as my second layer with a darker color. But I want to show you this idea of creating a colored pencil line and then following the shape of it down the page. And yeah, there's a few little spots of white showing through, and that's a-okay. Notice that I'm holding my pencil like a sketch artist. I'm picking it up off the paper. I'm not holding it as if I'm writing. And I'm simply going around my facial features to add this color. I'm even going to follow the curve of my chin. I am not scribbling in random directions. I am following the curve of my design to add color. And don't feel like you have to use one solid base color as well. Bring in a different value and different shades that you might be working on. Maybe I'm going to bring in is this a different blue or is this the same blue? Oh, it's a deeper blue. Going in with maybe a variety of blues so you can have a variety of color. This will bring interest to your work, students. This will bring a little bit of variety. And you know what? Maybe I could throw in a little bit of purple as I'm working to bring in that contrast as well. I've only been working here for maybe like 2 minutes, and I got a good amount of color on my paper already. While you're working today, I really want you to practice with this idea of using your colored pencil as it follows the shape of your face. Notice that with this eye, I'm not drawing into the eyes. I want to add color there a little later on. I have colors that I will be placing in those eyes, but I'm still following this curved shape. Curved, 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 curved shape. I am going to work a little bit on this, and then I'm going to come back to you in just a moment. Hi everybody, I got a little bit more work done. I wanted to include some green, little green for envy on this side, but I wanted to show you that as I've been working, you can still see my emotion lines through the colors that I've been adding. I've been continuing this curvilinear shape where I'm following the curve of objects, and even when I have my eyebrow in between my eye, I've been going back and forth in there still with my curved motion. But I wanted to show you what you could do with your emotion lines if you can still see your emotion lines through your artwork. What you might want to do is grab a dark colored pencil and go over it with a dark colored pencil. You could also grab a Sharpie as well and go over your lines with a Sharpie too. It is up to you. This is your artwork. Thing about this is you'd have to go over these lines like an outline so you're not getting like two types of scribbly lines all over your artwork. I think for me, I will go over my lines with the Sharpie because I'm really interested in this idea of like a bold contrast between it. But do include what you're going to do with your emotion lines. Just don't leave them pencil. Maybe give them a light erase before you even start adding color, and make them faint so when you do go over it with colored pencils, they're not as visible and you can go over with a different color. But do add emotion lines in this artwork. Maybe you have a different idea where you would like to add them other than what I'm doing. Let me quick finish this little spot here with my emotion lines. Maybe I'll curve back. But I was also wanted to show you what you could do with a few Sharpie as well, or even a bold magic marker. You could outline some of your facial features just to add a little bit more contrast to these areas. Now, I know that some of you are doing realistic eyes and you might be wondering, Miss Thompson, how do I add color to something that I added value to? Like I added so much awesome value to my artwork. How do I translate value with colored pencils? I am going to pause really quickly to show you how you might shade something that already has value. Okay, so I got an eye here from one of our practices, and we want to add value to it, or excuse me, colored pencil to it. So what I'm going to do, sadly, I am going to lightly erase some of our detail lines just so I have a general outline of where I want everything to be. And then, say we wanted to add value to our the iris, for example. Remembering back to our lesson, we know that irises are darker on the outermost edge. They're darker on the outermost edge. And then we did these direction lines from the center to the outer edge, lines that are straight. Right? Bringing in a second color, I could bring in a light blue, and just like in our lesson, I showed us that on the outermost edge, you might have a little bit more value towards the outer rim of your iris. I'm going to do that next. Lightly bring it in there. Going in with a little bit of black in the center of this iris as well. And then grabbing that purple again, I could go over my outlines that we created at the beginning here, and just using value to create your pencil drawings. My biggest tip though would be to erase, erase, erase lightly, 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 then coming in with your colors to add your color emotions to your work. You can do the same thing with mouths as well, just gently erasing what we had and then going over your lines with whatever color you choose to do for your work. Alrighty, I finished up adding my emotion lines with Sharpies. Once again, you could do this with a like magic marker if you want to. But my biggest tip for you today, ladies and gentlemen, if you're using colored pencils, I really want you to pay attention to the direction that your hand is moving. Notice that I even rotated my paper there for a moment. It's easier for my hand to make curves when it's like this, and my curve is going the opposite direction. So yeah, sometimes I do turn my paper, but I want you to follow the curves of your portrait. Even around the mouth here, I kind of have to like cut through the mouth to continue my curve. So instead, I'm just going to change the direction, keep going with that curve. You're going to notice that there's some white spots in my curve right now, like there's white happening. That's okay. I will come in with another shade of green in just a moment to fill that in. But I really want you to think of the curve of your picture. What direction is your pencil going to head in? This is not random scribbles. Think of a flowing shape within your artwork. Like I said, don't worry about those white lines showing. I'm going to grab a different shade of green. Maybe now I start filling that in now that I know what direction my pencil is heading. I don't expect you to get even close to finish coloring today. I'm giving us the rest of this week on this project. So do take your time as you're planning so that you have a fabulous looking artwork that you feel confident about. I am here to support you. Just let me know how and